Hello, hi there, lovely, gorgeous Pisces. Do hope that you're well. My name is Bella, and if you're watching me for the first time, how I do my readings and your love horoscope for July 2017 is with the help of my spirit guides. That's how I work, that's how I do all my services. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, just look at all the links below, my Facebook page, my private services, everything. Also, just to let people know that on the 3rd of July as well, I'm launching for the second time this year my free 5-day Tarot and Psychic Ability Challenge. And if you'd like to learn more about that and identify your own extrasensory ability, or perhaps even learn more about tarot, then you can learn it. You can join the challenge to find out also a little bit about that too, and it's totally free. So again, it lasts for about 2 weeks, even though it's only for 5 days. So don't worry if you're watching this a bit later, you may still have an opportunity to also join that too. So I'm going to just crack on with what my guides want to express to you about what is coming up for you in relation to your love life in July. My guides are saying here that there's a little bit of a feeling of you deliberately isolating yourself from matters of love in July. Not because you don't want to have a relationship, or not because you don't like the person that you're in a relationship with. Far from it. It's because you are very super preoccupied and busy with other stuff that's happening in your life. So this will be work, this will be family, this will be study. Those kind of aspects that are outside of your relationship that are needing you to kind of have focus on them, basically. And like, actually, ironically, last month, I'm sure, because I can't always remember every reading that I do, but I'm sure last month, your partner, for those of you who was in an established relationship, your partner needed that time out and that focus, and you were like kind of waiting in the sidelines, wondering if it was going to be okay. Yeah, I'm sure of it, yeah. And how that turned out fine in the end. It's your turn now. You now need some time out to be able to focus on work or family or study or something like that. And so there is a bit of isolation from you and a significant other, or if you're single, you're just not this is not the month you'll be dating. And I think it's only ever one other star sign that I said that to this month, because your focus is on you. And should you meet somebody, that would happen, but even then it might be a bit of a struggle because you're preoccupied with other stuff. So that's interesting that last month your partner, if you had a partner, was doing that and you were waiting. It seems like the shoe is on the other foot this month. But it helps you. It helps it like, I feel here because of those who had the experience last month, the gratitude is back with you this month. So they're allowing you to have the same space because you allowed them. It's a very respectful, nurturing relationship you have. Pisces, with the other person who's significant in your life, established new, whatever this is. It's very, very, very much like that. And for those of you who are trying to reconnect with somebody, again, you're not interested, if I'm being honest with you, because you're interested and focused on this one thing. So that's good. I just want to go back a little bit, because obviously I've just said about Pisces who are single, not too interested because they're looking at the self, but the self will also include that there is an aspect of, unless that person significantly is a wow person who can distract you from that, that's the only reason you turn your head right now, because you very much are focused on work. It's like that. So dating super dies down, or you may not, somebody may be trying to get your attention, but because they're not wowing you, you super focus in on you. And sometimes we need to do that for ourselves, to give us that space to grow, to learn, to fill our own light, to finish and complete projects, and so on and so forth. This is what you're doing, guys. But in a strange way, for those of you who are in an established connection, it actually helps progress your relationship very nicely along. That other person is still there. The other person is waiting in the wings, just like you waited in the wings. They are not getting disappointed or panicky. In fact, if they didn't give you this space as a Piscean, you would panic or worry a little bit that your attention was trying to be diverted in too many places. So you're really grateful that you're not having to suffer with the worry that your attention is elsewhere. I think a lot of you got exams and stuff like that. I think in the Northern Hemisphere, it's probably that time of year as well. So you're just basically grateful that the other person is allowing you to do your thing. You know they're there, and they're making you feel confident that they're there. You're not worried, and they're also not being needy. You're not worried, which allows you, particularly in the first couple of weeks, to really just get on with things. You are successful because of that. Your wishes are coming true with your businesses, your projects, your study. It's good. Good. But also, again, even though it's quieter and you're thinking about yourself and you're doing a lot of things with yourself, it's actually making your wishes come true with your established connection that you're in. Now, in the third week, I think for those of you who are single, there's much more, probably a little bit more of a concerted effort to engage in with people that you either are trying to date or trying to date you. And I feel here, those who perhaps you may have started dating in June, that you've gone a bit quiet on, those who display some unhappiness about that, you will not date anymore, because that to you will be a measure about whether that person can give you the respect to allow you to do something, particularly when you don't know them very well. Whereas those who sat quietly back and had the confidence to know that actually you've clearly explained that was your thing, or perhaps you may not have anybody at all and you're just about to meet somebody, that's the third week. You'll be choosing well, basically, based on people's opinions and attitudes to you. For those, again, in an established relationship, that your partner, male or female, is kind of sitting there in the wings going, I was waiting for you and I knew you'd be back. And they're very confident about it because basically you are in a secure relationship, guys. At this moment in time with your partner, new, long-term, whatever, you are in a secure relationship where there is mutual respect and they are not afraid that you can go off. There's no over dominance. There's no, there's just delight and respect. It's great. It's good. I still get that some of you are still going to be focusing on things, but more in the third week, you have a little bit more time, because you're also still mindful that, particularly because you had the experience of waiting on the other end, you're not completely void of not knowing that to give nothing at all wouldn't be wise. So, that third week you give some back, but they're there, they're good, and you feel loved and protected. It's a really good thing, guys. Really good thing. And how do I put this? So in the third, right, this is split two ways. So in the fourth week, those who are in established connection, all well, all good. By the end of that kind of month, you've kind of taken that time out. I feel like your commitment grows, if I'm being honest, with the other person. It just improves and grows, so it's good. Those in established connection. Those who are single, like I said, third week you'll be much more open, you'll be making decisions, on your dating, depend on their attitude towards you. Definitely you'll be avoiding people that are stinkers or very deceitful, and you'll be looking for the person that's offering their time, offering their words, offering, their generosity, doing their actions, that kind of thing. Like, I feel there's an overall feeling of calm and you're observing of others before you make concrete decisions about who you're going to take on long term. Because I think the one thing about spending time with yourself, even if it is being distracted by work and studies, that you do touch base with yourself and who you are. Because sometimes we ignore our needs for the sake of other people's. So I think as a single Piscean, that's exactly what you're not doing. You're not ignoring your needs, so that when you're ready to then date, if somebody is not fulfilling those needs from the get-go, then you'll be like, thank you, but no thank you. And you're only going to bring around the right person, because it's saying, yes, you will. With that attitude, you're going to bring around exactly the person that you're supposed to align to. So, my dear Pisceans, I really hope that's helped you in the month of July for your love life. And again, if you've liked this, like, share, subscribe, do comment. I do love to hear everything that you all have to say. And thank you all very much again for liking and subscribing. I super appreciate it, and I feel extremely blessed. You all have an amazing day now. Take care. Bye.